Let's get started on research then. So we're only covering this week chapter 8. Okay, so either in current issues or critical thinking, um, the same beginning chapters. So what I need to introduce you to is the databases, and that is our school databases. So the problem is, and look on page 285 for a second, we have too much propaganda, clickbait, sponsored content, partisan news, conspiracy theories. And so that's why we need to go to and learn how to use our library databases. So they're online, it's easy to access 24 hours a day. You log in through Canvas. I'm going to show you how to do that. So we need to find reliable sources, and this is to back up the 5 topics that you're writing about due actually tomorrow. Um, should women serve in combat? Should you have to take English 101, or should it be taught in your majors instead? What was the other one? Oh yeah, so the Miss America swimsuit contest, should that happen or not? Okay. Or the dissection one, the lab animals one, you can do that too. So any of those 5 that were on there. Okay. So you're going to continue on with that now. And what you're going to do is find some sources, say 3 sources to back up what you're saying. And it may be different points than what you did that you turned in on for Monday or for Friday if you're in the COD class. Okay. All right. So let's go over again what you need to do, why we're using them one more time. So they're peer-reviewed articles, okay, on the database. That means other people in the field have read those, reviewed them, checked them, so they know that they're good articles, okay? Second, you want to click full text on there so that you're sure that you get the full article, okay? All right, so how do you get there and etc. Okay, so I just went over that. So we need to use the school databases. How do you get there? So open up our Canvas page, English 101 Canvas page. Look at the left, scroll down, click on SBVC Student Resources. So there's one of those blue buttons on the side. You got to scroll down quite a bit to get to it. And then scroll down to Library and click. Then click on SBVC Library again. It's a separate button. And then click on the green button that says Databases right in there. Okay, it's on the library database now, our school library database. And then choose a database. It gives you a couple. So EBSCO is a very scholarly one. So if you're doing some really serious topic that's going to have a lot of clinical studies, then click on that. If you want to use mainly magazine articles, you can click on ProQuest. So maybe the swimsuit one would be a good one for ProQuest. Maybe women serving in combat too. Okay, the one I would recommend, however, is different. I would go down to database A through Z, and then the very first one there, after you click on database A through Z, academic search complete. That's the one I would recommend. It's got kind of a balance of articles. It's not too scholarly. It's not too simple and popular. It's really right in the middle, okay? So what you do then is I'd recommend go to Academic Search Complete, the best database out there, kind of overall balanced database. Scroll down and hit full text and peer reviewed. So I think it's on the left-hand side. Then put in your search terms like Miss America swimsuit contest or women serving in combat, and then see what you get. Now, if you want mainly more recent articles, then there's some boxes to fill in for that too. You could be in the last 5 years, the last 10 years. So for us, for English, that's really fine. 10 years. Some could be older if they're classic articles. You could use those, an APA or MLA. We're doing MLA, so we're a little more open-minded. And so you're going to have to play around with the search terms, okay? So it's not just, oh, we'll put in your search thing and whatever. No, it's like the old days in the card catalog. You had to go through the boxes and those little reinforced paper subject cards and find it. So you're going to have to switch your terms. If you don't get anything with Miss America swimsuit contest, then you need to switch to something else, okay? Miss America pageant, whatever. Women serving in combat. If you don't get that, then maybe you would have, women draft. You may find articles from other countries. As I mentioned, Israel is one where women also have to serve, I think, at least 1 or 2 years. Okay. Mexico, the men need to serve, but I think that's just 1 or 2 years. The women don't have to serve. Okay. In U.S., of course, well, neither has to serve. And so that's what you want to search and find. If, for example, if women want equality, there's an argument that they should serve in the military alongside men. Okay. All right. So what do you do after you get some different articles come back? You'll get whatever, 200, 2,000, 200,000 articles, which means if you get too many, like even 200 or 2,000 or 200,000, you're probably going to try to come up with a more specific search term on that. Miss America swimsuit pageant, or, what's wrong with the swimsuit pageant, whatever. So you're going to have different search terms. You're going to have to probably come up with something more specific if you get way too many hits, returns on that, okay? So it's a little bit like a Google search, but you should go through them all. Google search, we typically maybe we go on to the second page. Sometimes that's no good. You got to be able to go through many, many articles. So that's why you want a specific search term. And then if you get 25 articles, that's great. Pick the best 3 for this assignment, okay? All right, so then read the abstracts. There's some buttons. Once you click on the article, there will be buttons on the right-hand side, and it'll say, like, email this article to yourself, cite it, abstract. So you want to click on abstract and read and see if that article has what you want. Don't go right to the article because it's too long. I mean, you can't really skim it. So look at the abstract. It's actually a little magnifying glass, and it's kind of yellow. I call it a yellow chingadera. And so look on there first, click on that and see what that article is about. If it's no good, then get out of it, get on to the next article. So you need to move through these articles quickly. You need to be focused. You need to be disciplined and get through. Like, it'd be good to go through like 20 articles and find the best 3 that make points you want to make. Okay. So now using articles from the databases, of course, your information may change from what you wrote the other day. And when you just use, evidence from examples, your personal thoughts and experiences, that's fine. Now you're getting the thoughts, experiences, recommendations of people who have thought about it and have had their work reviewed. So now you want to find those best articles, and just 3, okay, that make different points about either the swimsuit competition, women serving in combat, the lab animals one, etc. Okay, so happy searching. That's it. That really does it for Chapter 8. Review the rest of Chapter 8 and be sure to read about propaganda and all that, which is why you want to go to a database. You want to avoid all that. Okay, very good. Talk to you soon.